Growing the perfect peppers is a rewarding journey that starts well before you ever plant a seed. It's about understanding what peppers truly need, not just sunlight and water, but the attention, care, and environment that allow them to thrive. Today, we'll walk through each step of this process, offering expert advice and practical techniques to transform you into a pepper-growing pro, whether you're just starting or already have a few gardening seasons under your belt. Let's begin at the very foundation, choosing your pepper variety. The world of peppers is vast, filled with colors, shapes, and flavors that range from sweet bell peppers to fiery jalapenos and everything in between. Think about your climate, growing space, and culinary preferences. Do you crave the crunch of a fresh bell pepper in a salad or the heat of a Thai chili in your stir-fry? Research how different varieties perform in your area. Some thrive in cool weather, while others need sustained warmth. Local nurseries or gardening groups can provide recommendations suited to your region. Once you've chosen your ideal varieties, it's time to consider timing. Pepper seeds should be started indoors, 8 to 10 weeks before your last expected frost date. This early start gives seedlings a head beginning while outdoor temperatures are still too cold. Fill seed trays with a sterile seed starting mix, a light, airy medium that holds moisture without becoming soggy. Press each seed about a quarter-inch into the surface, then gently cover. Moisten the soil with a spray bottle. Overly wet soil can lead to damping off, a disease that will wipe out your young plants before they ever see the sun. Peppers demand warmth for germination. Position your trays on a heat mat or a warm windowsill, aiming for soil temperatures between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Be patient. While some seeds sprout in just a week, others may take longer. As soon as seedlings emerge, move them to a bright spot, like a south-facing window or undergrow lights. Keep the lights just a few inches above the seedlings, raising them as your plants grow to prevent stretching and spindly stems. Now comes one of the most important steps, pricking out the strongest seedlings. When they produce their first set of true leaves, gently transplant them into larger pots. Seedlings should be watered regularly, keeping the soil consistently moist but never soggy. If necessary, thin out the weakest plants, leaving only the most robust in each container. As your peppers grow, consider brushing your hand gently over the tops of the plants or providing gentle airflow with a small fan. This simulates outdoor breezes, encouraging stronger stems and hardier plants. After the last frost has passed and night temperatures consistently remain above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to prepare your garden bed or containers. Peppers love well-drained, fertile soil. Before planting, enrich your soil with plenty of organic matter, such as compost or well-rotted manure. Peppers prefer a soil pH between 6.2 and 7, so test your soil and amend it as needed. If planting in containers, select pots that are at least 12 inches deep and wide to accommodate their roots. Spacing is crucial. In the garden, set pepper plants at least 18 to 24 inches apart. Good airflow not only helps plants reach their full size, but also reduces the risk of diseases like powdery mildew. Before planting, water your seedlings well. Using a trowel, dig a hole slightly larger than the seedling's root ball and gently tease apart any circling roots. Plant your pepper seedlings at the same depth they grew in their pots, being careful not to bury the stem. Press the soil gently around each plant and water in well. Once your peppers are in the ground, mulch the soil with straw, leaves, or grass clippings. Mulch conserves moisture, suppresses weeds, and keeps soil temperatures even, a must for these heat-loving plants. As the weeks pass, your peppers will need consistent care. Peppers thrive on uniform moisture. Too little and they'll wilt, too much and their roots can rot. Water deeply, but only when the top inch of soil feels dry. Early in the season, you may need to water every few days, but once peppers are established and mulched, you'll find they need water less often. Fertilizing peppers is another art. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers, which produce lush leaves at the expense of fruit. Instead, after the first fruits appear, apply a balanced fertilizer or one slightly higher in phosphorus and potassium. Fish emulsion, seaweed extract, or a granular organic blend work well. Remember, overfeeding can harm more than help. Less is often more with peppers. As your plants grow, keep an eye out for pests. Aphids and whiteflies are common culprits, often found on the undersides of leaves. A strong jet of water or an application of insecticidal soap usually keeps them in check. Larger pests like cutworms and hornworms can be picked off by hand. Rotate crops each year to prevent disease buildup in the soil, and never plant peppers where tomatoes, potatoes, or eggplants have grown in the past 2 years. Watch your peppers for signs of stress. Yellowing leaves can indicate poor drainage, overwatering, or a lack of nutrients. Stunted growth may suggest root knot nematodes or compacted soil. Blossom end rot, which leaves black lesions on the bottom of fruits, is often the result of inconsistent watering and a lack of calcium. Remedy this with regular watering and, if needed, by adding ground eggshells or agricultural lime to the soil before planting. As summer heats up, you'll notice flowers forming along the branches. If temperatures rise above 90 degrees during the day or remain above 75 at night, flowers may drop without setting fruit. To encourage pollination, gently tap the stems or use a small brush to transfer pollen between flowers. Shade cloth can help protect blooms during the hottest part of the day. The real joy of pepper growing comes as the first fruits appear, small, green, and glowing with promise. Most peppers can be harvested green, but their flavor truly develops as they ripen to vivid shades of red, yellow, orange, or purple. Allow peppers to fully color on the plant for the best sweetness and depth of flavor. Use garden shears or a sharp knife to cut fruit from the plant, taking care not to tug or damage the stems. Continue to harvest throughout the season. Regular picking encourages plants to keep producing. Store your peppers in a cool, dry place. Fresh peppers will keep for up to 2 weeks, but they're also perfect for drying, freezing, or pickling if you find yourself with an abundant harvest. One final secret: peppers are perennial in warm climates. If you live somewhere frost-free, prune them lightly in the fall and overwinter in a sheltered spot. They may reward you with an even heavier crop next year. Even in colder regions, potted peppers can be brought indoors, trimmed, and kept on a sunny windowsill until spring returns. Growing peppers is more science than luck, more attentiveness than chance. It's about observing your plants daily, learning their needs, and adapting your techniques through each stage of growth. The taste of a freshly picked pepper, grown with care and patience from seed to fruit, is like nothing else. A burst of sunshine captured in every bite. With these expert tips and a willingness to experiment, you're now ready to grow the perfect peppers. Whether you tend a row in your backyard or a pot on your balcony, these vibrant plants will reward your efforts with beauty and flavor all season long. Remember, like any great gardener, you'll learn a little more with each crop, fine-tuning your approach year after year. So dig in, get your hands dirty, and discover the joy of growing your own peppers. It's a journey that will spice up your meals, brighten your garden, and perhaps even inspire you to try new varieties next season. Happy growing, and here's to a bountiful harvest of peppers that will make your taste buds dance.